Hey everybody, this is Jim, and I'm going to try to show you as best I can without confusing the hell out of you how to wire in your integrated turn signal. And basically this one has a driver's light which will shut off when the turn signal indicator, this whole ring, lights up, as well as the center is a color changing light. In this system it's pretty confusing because they have only one wire, which is your green wire coming in for your turn signal indicator, which will only work for your left if you wire it in the way they want it. And then your blue would be the color changing, which is constantly changing color every time you switch it on and off. So I'm sure it's just going to piss off people or not even get the point across, and they'll probably hate you anyways. So anyways, here we go. All right, so what I did, I actually figured out a way to do it with a two relays, sorry, and where is it? Here it is. So I did it with two relays, realized there wasn't enough room, and then always keep some liquid electrical tape handy. Always want to waterproof your connections, as well as some dielectric grease. You know, too much, well, I guess if you can't grab a hold of it afterwards because it's too greasy, that'll be another thing. I do have basically a friction grab and pull splicer. However, there's definitely more accurate ones, such as this style, which is my grandpa's, but still works great. And you can choose your sizes. I actually have a couple different ones that have smaller sizes, larger sizes, blah blah blah. These work great for not pulling off more wire, except for this is not a good example because I ended up trying to strip a wire that was a lot larger, but I had to get it into a smaller connector, so that's what I did. All right, so back to this. This will be hopefully quick and easy. All right, so what I did first was located my two turn signal lines on a Harley, which this is a 2000 Road King. Up here you're going to see you have a harness. Up here buried is another harness, and this is your right side, this is your left side for what goes up on your handlebars for your controls. God, this freaking camera sucks. So try not to tap into your factory wiring. Now where your turn signals come in is right below all this crap. So this is actually right there is your turn signal wiring harness, which you can disconnect, and I can't get it focused on that thing. So anyways, follow that down. It goes to basically both of your turn signals, which is, this is your ground for those turn signals. And if you pull this wire back out a little farther, I just tied into both positives, one on the left, one on the right. I always label my shrink tube before I put it on. That way it really distorts it so you can't read the shit after you write it. My handwriting's horrible. Anyways, that's besides the point. So I did draw up a little schematic here, mostly because I guess I'm a stupid idiot, and that's the way that goes. And so you want to try and take a gander at this, or take a screenshot of it and try and decipher my writing later. That's what you got. So I did a couple different, I know there's different headlights out there and stuff, but I decided to go with skulls just because that's the theme of this bike. All right, so super easy to do without using relays. Let's just go get a couple. Well, basically I got these off of Amazon. These are diodes. They are directional diodes, so they are only allowing current to flow one direction. Now if you see, there's a silver strip on here, which I can't see, mostly because I'm going blind, literally, and I'm having a lot of other health issues, so just trying to do this to help you guys. All right, so you'll see that the silver band is on the top of this. That is your direction of flow. So your current is coming in on this side, going out this side. So always make sure you have that correct as well. I used basically brainless solder connections, so you can heat shrink those they end up looking something like this. I did this because I was impatient, took a couple diodes off a different circuit board. I used tap splices, which are like this. Clamp down on your wire. If I can do this with my no dexterity hands. And a little bit of dielectric grease on there still. So these close down on your wire. You end up putting this connector. I'll never be able to do this. Anyways, when this closes together, you end up with this. Jesus, I can't do it. So I put heat shrink on there just for labeling and stuff. Plenty of dielectric grease in there, which I'm actually going to use liquid electrical tape, kind of clean out that grease where it's not needed. And I left this exposed just to show you the diodes right here. This is the heat shrink tube. It turned red because that's the color I used, so that actually just kind of spreads out. Makes it a nice waterproof seal, along with heat shrink. With this one I screwed up anyways, but it's a heat shrink connector. You can use whatever style you want, bullet connector, whatever, blah blah. Amazon, it's cheap, next day. I mean, you can pay $6 or $7 for a whole different box of these. I mean, basically you can get every single one that you need for $6, or you can get maybe one or half of one for $6 from a automotive store or wherever the hell. I couldn't find them anywhere. Okay, so this is what I did again. Now this is constant power right here. This is just a different line that wasn't being used. I just hooked it to constant power. So it's key switched power that goes to the driver's light, which is this trim ring that lights up white whenever you turn on the key. This goes to a lighted switch, which is on the dash, and lighted because I wanted to know if it's on, for one, because I have a habit of leaving stuff on. And then you have your green, which is your turn signals. So basically you got to tap into both positives, which on a Harley are purple. I do believe brown is right and left is purple. When it goes, I guess, as far as the wiring diagram color codes go, if you're tracing it back anywhere. So let's see. Then you take your ground, basically, which is in your harness. Don't have to worry about any grounds. It's all positives. So I just did 2-to-1 connector. The reason for all this length is so that when it gets tucked back up in there, it has room to be pulled out. And basically is not allowing my diodes to get bent. You know, they're basically just a hard line, so you don't want to bend them too much. Bending them back and forth, you know what happens with metal, right? It just doesn't work at all. So show you what happens here. I'm going to turn on the key. Oh God, here we go again. All right. Oh, that's my that would be my air ride, which is a whole nother thing. I'm going to make a better video on that. Okay, so you can see that the trim ring is lit up. I'm going to hit the indicator light somehow. There we go. Oh, I'm going to quit plugging it in. Hold on. Wait for it. I wouldn't recommend just doing this. This is stupid. Okay, switch is off. Whee! Oh God, playing with matches. All right, so I just did that. I have a 4-post battery, just for auxiliary. These things are awesome because you can just disconnect one side for storage and not have to worry about it. It won't drain your battery, but you pay a lot for it. What the hell? I can't see and do this stuff, and of course my phone starts trying to ring again. Okay, so now we're hooked back up. We have power. Hitting the switch. So that will change color. Every time you click the switch, it will go to a flash, or a fade, and then it'll also have the piss you off one, which is that one. Kind of hard to see. Alright, so then I'm going to do my right turn. Bam. Not quite sure why it looks like that, but there's my signal. All right, so I'm gonna cancel that. Go back up over. Where the hell is it? Oh, Jesus. Oh, Lord of baby Jesus. There it is. All right, there's the left. So, yeah, works great. You got your high beam. I can't see what I'm doing. I did tell you I'm going blind. I lost all my depth perception. I'm probably going to hit the start button anyway, so let's see what happens. Yep, there it is. So then, basically, that's your high beam. And it's super simple. Oh my God, I can't look into that light. Turn this back off. It doesn't have to be all drawn out. I did see that a guy on Bobber Nation had a video where he had to do reverse polarity, basically a reverse polarity harness. This situation, I don't have to do that. It's basically just taking off your positives and plugging them into the diodes, so you don't get a back feed of current, which would cause both signals to light up. Yeah, I was a little frustrated with this when I got it, because I wanted to put the harness in, or the relays that I had wired, and that was just going to take up way too much space in this rat's nest. Yeah, a little crazy with wire loom and stuff, but that's besides the point. So anyways, I will try to I guess put out some more videos on a lot of different stuff I've done on this bike, from center stand to air ride, all that stuff. So anyways, I really hope this helps. I hope I didn't confuse the shit out of you, and good luck.